Yo, what's going on, guys? Today I'm gonna be showing you and very slowly talking through absolute hard counters. I'm gonna be going over this Lava Hound, Spirit Empress, and I'm gonna go over Graveyard Freeze. Now, these are absolute hard counters, and I'll show you how I beat these people. By the way, Hurricane, this guy is like a top 3,000, top 2,000 player. Just so you know. So he's very good at the game. So before anyone you're like, nah, these people are just bad, that's how you would beat it. No, this guy was very good at the game. So I go furnace opposite lane from the bowler, so the bowler doesn't insta kill my furnace and he has to go something. So he obviously goes Golden Knight, and I just go, I believe I go with the Valk on top of the bowler and the Berserker on top of the Golden Knight. So at this point we're down to Elixir, but that's okay because he's gonna have to respond to my Berserker, and he responds with some guards, and that's fine. As you guys can see, now we're back even. We're actually up, so that's really nice. I'd go with a nice little hut. This is kind of really awkward because my hut is in a bad position because his Inferno Dragon is gonna ignore it, but it's okay. He does opt to go with the XC, and at this point I know exactly what deck he's playing. So if he could have gotten a freeze there, but I had my vines hovering, so I wasn't too scared. But yeah, I know exactly what deck he's playing, and I'm groaning, right? Because this is such a horrible deck to face. I could graveyard here, but at the same time, I don't think it's worth it because he does have a bowler coming down this lane, and I really don't like to graveyard when there's other troops on the field. I like to graveyard when I don't have to like focus on defending his counter pushes. Like that bowler, I had to go Berserker on it. If there wasn't a bowler there, maybe I would have graveyard because I could have had the 2 Elixir on the Berserker on offense, which is just like the difference between getting a Vines down or not, right? So that's very key. Anyway, we're at very similar positions in this game. Remember, guys, the furnace is gonna be the reason why you win the game. I also had a horrible play by going Evo Valk here because I missed the... You guys will see. But basically the Inferno Dragon takes out my Evo Valk. I mean, I guess the Inferno Dragon gets taken out, so that's pretty nice, but it really does suck. Because I try to get a Berserker down in front of the XC, but it is what it is. Anyway, in this matchup, since his tanks are so heavy and big, you're gonna have to poison the graveyard every single time. It doesn't matter, I don't care what, because if you don't poison the graveyard, you're cooked. Quite literally, you're cooked, because he's just gonna freeze, and the freeze is way better than the vines, like in terms of freezing units. Anyway, because he went for a boulder opposite lane, I decide, hey, I'm just gonna go graveyard that lane, and he does do a good job defending, and yeah, it's kind of annoying, but now he has even Inferno Dragon, so I'm not trying to go super aggressive now. Anyway, I get a nice vines on top of that XC just for the furnace to take it out faster. And the furnace does end up taking out, so that's great. The Golden Knight also gets taken out. Anyway, at this point I'm very, very scared because, you know, the Evo Inferno Dragon's like very scary. So, I do what any logical person would do. I try to get back to my vines so I can vines on top of the Inferno. And that Golden Knight just gets so much damage. So that Valkyrie also gets killed by that Inferno, and I'm just saying, like, it's just such a it's just very hard, difficult to deal with. I mean, that Golden Knight got so much damage, that Bowler got so much damage. I mean, overall, I defended that push pretty well, but it still got so much damage, so you can see why it's a hard counter. I go with a Berserker Graveyard, and at this point, I think I completely lost, because look at this. He just goes guards, and I'm down so much Elixir. But it looks like I was fine in the end, because he went NATO, so I thought I was down a lot more, but I wasn't, because he went NATO. And I'm able to get a nice defense, and at this point, I saw him go Evo XE, so obviously I'm going to go in with the Poison Graveyard Vines. At this point, I know I lost because that XE locked on. By some miracle, I'm able to win, and yeah, I'm just telling you guys, like, that is the power of going the dual lane. I recognize the fact that he went Evo XC in the back. Just watch. Right here, he goes bowler, right? I'm like, okay, that's very good for me because he just went bowler. You just have to recognize the fact when you start. This is the first time I start going opposite lane, and that's because the bowler is just gonna clog up the lane if I go same lane. So I just can't do that, right? That's just the wrong play. So look, he was Evo XC, right? That's fine. Again, I cannot go into this lane because he's just clogging it up, and he goes bowler, right? So I instantly go Graveyard Poison. I know at this point he's gonna drop guards. I vines everything, and as you guys can see, he has nothing for me. All his cards are 4 or 5 elixir cards, and he had the NATO, but NATO doesn't do a great job dealing with the graveyard. So that is exactly how I won the game. And again, I don't know. I got lucky, of course, and that's just how it is. Hard counter, but that's how you beat it. You just have to recognize when they're, wasting their Evo XC and just go opposite lane. That's pretty much how you do it. For this Lava Hound matchup, I mean, Fireball makes it 10 times easier. If they have Lightning, just, swipe up and give up. But I'll show you exactly how I beat this Lava Hound matchup. So he goes Valk, and at this point, I think he's playing Lava Hound because look at his clan. I saw Lava Mafia and I thought Lava Loon Mafia and I thought he's playing Lava. And I saw the Valk and I was like 100% he's playing Lava. So I just get a Vines. I didn't mean to hit the Valk, but it is what it is. At least it kills the Valk faster and I get no damage on the minions anyway. So in this matchup, I'm trying to play a little more passive because the first push in the Lava Hound push is the hardest to deal with. It's the hardest. And the thing is, he goes Lava in front of this, and it's just so hard to defend, right? Because at this point, I didn't know if he had Lava or did he have, what's it called? I didn't know if he had Lava or something like Lightning, so I was very scared. And look at the Spirit Empress, guys. Look how much damage the Spirit Empress gets. Yeah, I lose 2,300 damage with a minute into the game. So at this point, I'm like, I probably lost. I haven't touched his towers yet. It's just so bad. But I think I go Graveyard Barbaro into this. You guys will see how I win this game. It's actually pretty funny. I basically pulled the best defense of my life. So I just get poisoned down because I get to poison the Spirit Empress, I get to poison the Barbs. So very, very, very fat poison. And you're going to see, the way I win this game is getting these fat poisons, right? So anyway, I get a nice Valk Vines, I think, on this. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. So he Vines of his own, but it's fine. Okay, as you guys can see, I go in, and I know he's gonna Barbs, or, okay, I thought he was gonna Barbs, but I clipped the minions and the Tombstone, so extremely good damage for me. And at this point, I can't go in, because now I know he's Evo Valken cycle, right? So that's very important to note. But he's an idiot, and doesn't save his Evo Valken, just goes Evo Valken in the pocket, what's that gonna do? So I get a Valk, and look at this Vines. Look at this Vines. I Vines the 3 units, my Valk is hitting everything, and look how much Furnace does. Look how much Splash Furnace does. Boom, the first Fire Spirit kills it, the Valk kills the Valk, the Furnace still survives the Fireball. I tank for the Spirit Empress, he is forced to go Vines, but look how much Elixir he has. He has nothing, he's broke, right? He's broke, he doesn't have his Evo Valken cycle, he only has minions, Tombstone, Barbs, that's not enough to counter a Graveyard. So as you guys can see, I instantly go Graveyard because I know he doesn't have anything. He came in a 4 Spirit Empress ground, so he goes Barbs. I poison them, obviously. And look how much damage I do. Such good damage. And at this point, the only reason I won was because he went Evo Valk on offense for some... He's just an idiot, bro. Anyway, I instantly go Graveyard. I know he doesn't have... what's it called? Barbs. He does opt to go Valk, and I predicted with the Vines, and as you guys see, I clipped everything, and I'm able to win the game. He could have won Minions. I think Minions would have been better, but I had Poison ready, or I had Vines. So I saw the Valk come down, so I went Vines, but if he had Poison, If he had minions, I would have poisoned. So yeah, that is two very, very hard matchups explained and how I won them. And yeah, you guys, if you want to like progress and be better, yeah, you guys are gonna have to be able to beat these matchups. And yeah, I hope this video helped you a lot.